Hi, this is Brother Barnes. Yesterday we measured the density of butanol in lab. I did another video called Density of Water, and I showed all of the procedure of how I set up my data to analyze it in Excel. I'm not going to go over that in this video. This is more about how to calculate the density by using the slope formula. So that's the thrust of what we're going to do for the next couple of minutes. The slope of a group of data points is the rise over run, the change in the y divided by the change in the x. The density formula is mass divided by volume, which is measured in grams per milliliter. We'll notice that on the y-axis I have mass, and on the x-axis I have milliliters. Notice that I have picked two data points. I have actually picked this one and this one to do the slope measurement because that's going to give the most reliable overall slope by hand. Notice that the x value 10 is going to be x2, and then the y2 value is about 8. So let's look and see where I got that information. Here is the 10 here, which is x2, and then here is the 8.054, which is the y2 value. So I have 10 and 8.054 for this data point. For this data point, notice that the x value is 2. Right there we show it, which is listed as x1. And then the y value is between 1 and 2. So notice that that's the 1.7 value right there. So, or the 1.697, excuse me, I rounded it off in my head. By the way, we're not really paying much attention to significant figures in this exercise. We're just measuring slope, which is the density of butanol. So, 8.054 minus 1.697 divided by 10 minus 2, 6.357 divided by 8 gives a value of 0.795 grams per milliliter. When I look up the value for the density of butanol, it's about 0.81 grams per milliliter. This is not too bad. This kind of showcases why a tool pack add-on is helpful, because when I do a tool pack add-on of all of this data right here, it gives me a value of 0.82, which is a little bit high. This hand value is a little bit low. The overall value is a little bit high, perhaps. So the benefit of using a tool pack analysis add-on with Excel is that you're analyzing all the data of all the points instead of just what you see between two separate points. But the point of this video was just to show you how to measure the slope of a graphed line, and we have done that. I would like to add a couple of disclaimers, which is also a review of what I said about the tool pack. Number one, notice that it says butanol density graphic cell fall 21 D Barnes version 1. Well, I didn't hand save often enough, and I tried to insert a picture of my teacher with a separatory flask of butanol and water, and Excel completely freaked out, and I lost most everything. I lost everything except this data right in here. So, reminder, anytime you're doing an Excel, save frequently. And lastly, I do want to make the disclaimer that disclaimer warning 2021 thought process. Why do you want to hand calculate slope when you can use the tool pack analysis to do it all for you in seconds? This is like using a triple tier scale instead of a top loader. So it's important for us to learn how to do this by hand, and we have done that. So thank you. Keep coming back.